to distribute my rice and all my ingredients evenly on the bottom of the pan. And we are moving to the next part. We are going to cook rice. So you see right now rice has this really nice paella color. That means it has already flavor, but it's still raw, obviously. And we are going to start to cook it. So we are going to add stock. This tiny amount of rice will be enough for 4 people, because this type of rice can expand, can get at least 3 times like bigger. Yeah, so here we go. Well, it's like this. And stock. Stock, important, you have it hot. Maybe it's not boiling, but it's still hot. I made it almost boiling just before to start the video. And I have my stock just here. And proportion of stock is really important. So 1 rice, 4 liquid, 1 to 4. And all that amount of stock you add at once. I will just leave a little amount of stock. Always nice to have like little, like half cup, little amount of stock, just something like this. Just maybe even less, just in case if you like later, if you feel that you need it. So I'm going to turn on all heat I need to turn all my burners. So right now I'm on my highest heat, maximum. Yeah, so last chance to improve distribution of your ingredients in your paella. It's not to stir. I'm just moving a little bit my squid, my rice, to see that I have every side of paella pan evenly covered with liquid, to have it even. Yeah, and then we are going just to let it be, to let it go. When you cook with big pan, always happens that one side is like a little deeper than another. I mean, amount of liquid. It's normal. It's just like this. That means that you try to recover it, and but it always happens that one part of your paella pan is juicy and another like a little dry. So when you serve your paella in the plate, you try to serve for the same plate, a little bit from that side of the pan, a little bit from another side of the pan. So heat is on. I feel like it's evenly distributed. So I'm going just to let it be. And about salt. Up to now, I didn't use any salt. Yeah, you are going to when you cook paella, you are going to think about which ingredients you use. Do they salty or not? For example, if you use mussels, yeah, for clams, they have mussel juice, clams juice inside. It's salty. Then if you use sometimes squid with this this juice a little bit inside, or ink, you are going to use ink, it can be salty as well. If you use cuttlefish spleen, you can see it in some of my videos, it's super salty. So in that case, I don't use salt for seafood paella at all. But now it's a moment to balance your salt, to regulate it, and then another thing, think of your stock. If you bought it, so taste it, check it on the back. Was it salty or not? Had it salt or not? So because salt from your stock will stay. So this is a moment now to check salt. So in general about this part when you cook your rice, about heat and how long it's going to be, all this cooking process. So basically in all paella recipes you can see or you can read there are 2 parts. High heat, let's say in all recipes they put something like 10 minutes high heat and 10 minutes low heat. Or 7 minutes high heat, 7 minutes low heat. It's yes and not at the same time. Because all of us will have this, so you cannot believe blindly with this close to your eyes to this time. Because all of us will have different stove, we have different size of pan, and heat is different, and yes, it's approximately like that. High heat half part and low heat half part, but you watch your rice. So you see right now, can you see rice through the liquid? Right now, not. It looks soupy. But what is going on? We are on high heat, and it's a vaporizing process happening, and we are vaporizing water. Flavor, by the way, from stock will stay, and it's getting thinner. At some point, we will be able to see rice. Yes, you see right now, and in my pan, it's not totally like even. I see that here is deeper, and here I have it's drier, so I can like move it a bit, just to distribute my liquid. I can shape it a bit. When it still looks soupy, you can try to recover the shape, yeah? And you are trying not to touch it, yeah? But you still can move it a little bit. You are on this high heat until the moment, then you will be able to see rice through the liquid. And it's not, doesn't mean that it's totally dry. It's still wet, it's still, you see liquid, but you can see rice, you can see grains through the liquid. This is the moment when you go to low heat, and this is the moment when you are going to put back your shellfish. Yeah, shellfish still out. And this time can take, again, approximately between 7 and 10 minutes, depends on your stove, your rice, your pan. So while we see that we are very close to this thin texture, we are going to go with our saffron. So saffron, how much? Saffron is so expensive, I know, especially in the US. So, but think is that you use so little amount that finally it's not coming out that expensive. You see here, so this is this jar was 4 grams, and when it's full, yeah, and it will, when it's full, I would cook with this amount of saffron. I mean, I don't know, maybe 30 paellas, so many of them. So it's to give you some idea about how much. It's about 5 threads per person. Yes, but in general, it's basically going to be just like literally 1 each. Comfortable? Yeah. And if you can see, here we go. And nice to rub it a bit before to dump it. To rub it because saffron, like any spice, has some maybe invisible juice inside, and you see even my hand getting slightly yellow, and that juice will come out in your paella easier if you rub it a bit before. Yeah, so it's already in, and you see, especially on that side, I can see rice through the liquid. So this texture, when you are going to low down your heat to the lowest, at the moment I'm already on low heat, and can happen, you see that one side of my pan is a little bit juicy, it's just juicier than another, and this amount of juice that you have left, you can add it very carefully to that side that feels a little dry for you, looks dry. But saying again that it was just, let's say, like half cup bit. That's why it's nice to have some juice, just in case. And it doesn't mean that you will use it every time, maybe not. I could actually leave it without, but I just want to show you that if you feel that you need it, if it will dry, so of course you can add it. And at that moment, when you are already on low heat, you see it looks nice, totally flat, naturally, distributed. You are not going to touch it. Never ever, you are not going to touch it. You are not scraping the bottom, you're not thinking, so maybe it's sticking to the bottom. Yes, it's sticking to the bottom, and this is what we want. We want it to get stuck to the bottom, we want it toasted, we want it crispy. This part, it's famous paella part, it has name Socorat, and we are looking for it. That's why you are okay that it's getting stuck to the bottom. This is how it's supposed to be. And this is the moment when you're going to bring back your seafood, your shellfish. How to put it, up to you. You see, by the way, you see when you put two prawns like that, they made hard. And it's optional, but you can do like that. It's one half on this side. One half will be on that side. But you can create any composition. Yes, so here we go. And on low heat, we are going to stay, let's say, around maybe 5, 7 minutes, 8. Again, there is no universal rule for that. You are watching to your paella, and it's not about how much liquid left. So very, very soon we will taste rice, and we will think about the rice texture that we have, and this will be a time to decide. You need to continue with heat or not. Yeah, but approximately low heat, usually at least 5 minutes is for sure. And if you want your bottom toasted, longer. Yeah, so 8 minutes, 7, 9, but lowest heat, lowest. If your burner, cannot make low heat, so maybe go to another burner that is smaller. Sometimes, so do something that makes sure that your heat is really low. Yes, so I'm going to wait, let's say, 5 minutes more. So we are already about 8 minutes on low heat, and I think that it's enough, but especially when you do fast time, when you think, is it enough or not, or you need to cook it longer, so you're going to taste a bit, rice, just take several grains, don't throw in this nice pattern, just take a little bit from some corner, not to damage it a lot, just like that, this is just a bit, and you taste texture rice, yeah, so it could be, I will taste mine now, it could feel even chewy, it may be almost al dente, and this is the texture that you want, because this is not the end. The last step that we are going to do, we're going to steam it, and while we steam this chewy rice, this still a little firm rice that we have right now, will get al dente. Yeah, so, and think about it, if you cook it until al dente, or even more, then you will steam it, and it will get too soft. Yeah, so, and obviously this is huge mistake to have paella with soft rice. It's not paella. Yeah, so my rice a little chewy. So we're going to stop heating, but before we want socorat. You remember we want this toasted bottom. That's why at the end, if we wanted more, it's toasted already because it was on low heat. We are not stirring, it was on low heat for a long time. But now we are going to give it like last touch to increase heat to medium and to toast it a little bit more, but literally 20-30 seconds. Yes, I'm going to. So I think that's enough, and we are going to turn it off. At the same time, I got ready before towels, clean dish towels. Heat is off now, no heat, like zero heat, and we are moving to the last step, which is really important and it's really classical, super authentic. We're going to steam our rice. So no heat again. Turn off the fire. Don't burn the kitchen. You're going to take a towel. It could be it could be paper towel, yeah, but it's not lid because you don't want it to. You don't want too much moisture. So my pan is quite big, so I'm using like several towels. I will use 2, and we're going to cover, and we are going to leave it steaming for between 5 and 15 minutes. Yeah, so, and what is going on? We are out of the heat, but still you see steaming, still some nice cooking process going on. if some, like, you know, some tiny amount of juice left, and this juice is getting even more caramelized, getting even more crispy. Rice that was a little chewy, now it's getting al dente, and it's steaming through the towel. So it should be towel or paper or whatever. Newspaper, by the way, it's authentic way to do this step. And it's never lit, because it should be breathing. Some amount of steam will go away, and rice will take as much steam as it wants. Yeah. So, and we are going to wait like this for, I like to wait about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is over, and we're going to open it and to eat. Here we go. Yes. We'll show you close up. This is how it looks. It smells so good. And I'm going to taste a bit and to show you how I'm eating. It has really nice crispy texture. Just wanted to show closer. You see? And I'm going to taste it. So good. So I feel each grain of rice in my mouth, and it's so full of seafood flavor. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching my video. So please make it and let me know how was it. Any questions, we'll be happy to answer. So leave them in comments. Thank you. Lots of kisses from Barcelona. Ciao.